if he's in the right mindset. And now he's rocking the Gizmo with a Roach Topper. I think he's trying to make a point, Jorby.
And we'll see if his point hits home for Veloce, but, you know, Flame's going to pop that in off of a poor touch. And it's Veloce with the first lead.
And you saw Freaky actually got a little bit of a bump on Flakes. You wonder if that threw him off as he tried to...
Not wide of the net from Flakes. Ronicky across, but nothing. Freaky's right on top of it. Veloce's defense really solid on the rotation, but a good win off the pass to Ronicky. Barca, excuse me, on the board.
Barca getting into the play. Devo, that little delayed touch out to Ronicky, just enough to get it around the...
Flakes on point with the ball here. Pass over to Ronicky, and it's good. A great dump over to Ronicky in midfield. 2-goal lead for Barca.
And you can see Flakes even wave dashing, getting some speed, going around the ball, gets that pass right to Ronicky, who's again in position for the dish. Gets the pass.
Was looking, Flame in front again, Veloce. Low time. But Devo stays right behind this ball. Flame keeps it up, but both commit, and Barca will take the first game of the set.
Well done by Barcelona, mainly Ronicky in the middle of the field, looking...
Still on the far side, off the corner, another shot, too light. Devo has that first touch. Flakes to follow, but Flame beats him to it. Now, it's shot for Freaky, and Veloce on the board first.
Ever since that double commit happened, you could see Barca was on low boost. You could, Ronicky in net, he only had 10 boost there to make that play. Devo was out after making that pre.
About 30 seconds from them on defense. They have to be careful. Barca will punish them eventually for it. That's not the best bounce for Flame. He tries to stay in front, and Flakes dunks it right on top of him. Barca tie the game.
And Devo was streaking across the middle here, keeping Freaky from jumping. You see him denying that top route to the ball.
Like the slowdown idea. Flakes taking away all the boost from midfield and the attacking corners. Now around, Ronicky. Pass over to Flakes, and Flakes has a shot, it's good! Flakes wins up in the air, and it's a lead for Barca.
You know, that's his second goal. He's having a statement game. Ronicky feeding him out this time, and it's just, I'm not used to seeing the Scarab.
It looks goofy.
In play. It looks like...
haven't been the best. He's winning challenges like that. And the boost game has been, it hasn't been terrible for Veloce. That is off the post and in for Flame.
And this was a horrible touch by Flakes in the corner. You see him actually centers that out for Flame. That is not the touch you're looking for. Barca, in the tail end of regulation, they had all the pressure. They had those demos. And now the shot! Far post from Ronicky off the pass from Devo.
Perfect kickoff from Devo. And he gets that follow-up touch right by him. You beat two defenders. Your third man's not ready on the kickoff because he went off to go get boost.
Cassie was
touch in the corner.
Yeah, he was expecting a challenge to come out.
Now it's off the post, and Freaky will be ready for it.
And almost on target. And another pass into the middle. Ronicky is going to have to do some magic here. Can't perform the trick. And a cleanup goal. You could tell it was an awkward situation for Ronicky.
Yeah, as soon as that first touch and the ball killed it, it killed the ball's momentum. Good luck trying to get turned around and finding the touch.
They're trying to close this series out. They want to avoid what happened to them in week 1 in the last season. The pitch going right to Flame, extending their lead to 2.
And Flakes on the attempted catch, he just gets absolutely destroyed. And there's too much trust in Barca on this catch from Flakes. Everybody earned in game 3. Veloce prevent the sweep and start a journey of their own in this series, finally getting a game win.
Veloce needed that one. Barca.
Cassio's ball. Devo gets bumped. Ronicky comes off the wall and barely makes the save and gets the rebound off the side wall. Still, Flame is there to make it difficult. Flakes is open. Does he have it? Yes, he doesn't need to touch it. Ronicky will pick the goal up.
Veloce went a little bit all in on that play, and then Flame did not get a good clear. He popped it weakly, and Ronicky was in position on the wall, ready and...
Still series advantage in hand. Ronicky, good cutoff in midfield. Now having to react to this touch is Devo. Flakes immediately up. Bouncer shot and it's in. A good shot from Flakes. And now insurance for Barca.
Barca coming out strong. You could even sense it last game. What a center from Devo, and Flakes getting power into the far post.
Because you had Veloce pushing forward. And you had two members commit on Veloce past the midfield line, which puts you in a precarious position on defense as soon as Ronicky cuts in. But he's getting a bump, and it's a goal for Cassio. Veloce will not go quietly. They pull within one.
You called it, that bump. Flame lands in net, comes out and bumps Flakes out of the play. And that shot wasn't too hard from Cassio. Had Flakes not been
Veloce, Barca killing all the time off the clock. Veloce down the pitch. It could be Cassio's ball, and it's knocked out to the side.
Bounce
Shot, and it's good! With 3 seconds remaining, Veloce stay alive.
This is a nightmare for Barca. They're having flashbacks. Ronicky cheated up too far into the corner, and the ball bounced perfectly out to Flame, who was on comeback.
Yeah, they're like a Hydra. You take them out with double demos, and then they just save it and score on it.
There's still the third head.
There's still the third
head.
head.
And then the other two grow back. And now a goal from Flame. And we're going to game 5.
Oh my goodness. Freaky. Touch high. And who was never going to get there? Ronicky. It was perfectly touched by Freaky back over to Flame. Top of the net. What more can you ask for Veloce? All it takes is 10-15 seconds to score 2 goals to win.
An over-defining moment in the season for Barca and Veloce as well.
We're just not seeing the passes from Barca. That one off the crossbar, and Ronicky takes it himself with a minute 44 remaining. Barca have the lead.
And this was a mistake from Flame. Cassio couldn't get there in time. You see the backflip from Flame. He probably meant to jump into that, try to get the backboard read or the crossbar read, but he might have been expecting Cassio to get a better challenge there. Regardless, right off that crossbar bounce, Barca finally strike.
But Veloce on the kickoff rebound. Flame, it's good! Just like that, Veloce strike back.
And Flame getting right back into the mix off this rebound. Freaky with such big speed. And Devo and Ronicky double commit for that. The communication needed to be there, but it was in such...
Against Cassio. Still tied up. High ball towards the backboard. Comes off the rebound, and Flakes is going to score. No one from Veloce could get there, and not a lot of time left for Veloce in the series.
A massive goal. You saw Freaky actually drove over the post, the lip right there. It messed him up and prevented him from being able to go for the
chance to kill the attack, and he gets back to the ball before Cassio can. And he's by midfield. The net's open, the ball touches the ground, and Barca prevents a repeat of last season. They do not get reverse swept.